establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter. And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Roberson, covered by Barnes. Eastbrook with a wide open look. No good on the triple. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
I briefly spoke with Billy Donovan. One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He says Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game. He's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry isn't... excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Here's Roberson following the basket by Stephen Curry. Curry with the ball. Clark, their offense has been great.
Yeah, I love the way they look really together with the ball.
Has been terrific, and they've kept the defense calm down. And we're season of into the year as a to win the West. Of course, we know what happened in terms of injuries and having them on the outside looking in terms of the postseason.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 6-9, shooting well.
Feel like we paid the refs off, man. We fixed the game.
Pass to Ibaka, and stolen by Barnes.
Twitter names. Been on the
Stolen
move
by
like
Durant.
this is up. And I can't even name one person that's keeping
Ibaka
up.
outside.
How it was in the past tense.
Warriors
Ask
with the
yourself, how do we
rebound.
match up now?
The defense
Because
ready
I'm only
for him on
27
that
and I'm
possession.
only
They
getting
had to
better.
be,
If I
because
haven't
he is
catch
so
it yet, watch
strong
me
in
catch
the
up
paint.
now.
Westbrook with the bucket. The Warriors trailing. Here's Bogut. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Roberson the pass to Durant. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Durant's got 6 points.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
A drive by Thompson. It's tipped. Goes up. And then Durant with the jam.
Oh, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
And God, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Dennis Cantor's checked in for Steven Adams. Waiters comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Foy in for Roberson. Then for the Warriors, Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting right.
Durant dishes to Westbrook. Cantor. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist in this one. And Dennis Cantor, Clark, the guy who combines brute strength with a high skill level. He finally got to strut his stuff last season with the Thunder.
After the trade, how about strutting his stuff to the tune of 19 and 11 and have huge numbers for a guy who just didn't fit in with the Jazz.
And the Warriors making a change here. Durant kicks to Waiters. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
It's like
both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point,
as big as he is, you see he plays with a high motor. Always shows great dexterity and body control. Doesn't have great quickness, but enough to get in position to make an impact.
And here's Westbrook after the three-pointer from Andre Iguodala. And it's Foy missing. Outside for Durant. He feeds it to Westbrook. Tanner, high post. Another shot. Good as the jump shot ball. He's got 6 points.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
And now a chance to hear from Stephen Curry about the team's struggles of late.
Whether we made shots or not.
You know, Clark, when you hear a talent as tremendous as Curry talk about what a struggle it is, you know you're watching just outstanding basketball.
Well, I tell you, own and upgrade his game. How he's able to take it that one notch forward each season.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, they've come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Celia is out there with Iguodala. And it's Livingston in at the 1 spot.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until the defense puts up a little more resistance, they ought to continue to pound them down.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Roberson's checked in. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Sean Livingston.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
A shot by 4. Warriors trail by 6. Rush outside, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 5 assists in the game. Kicks it to Morrow. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
And all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks your coach drew up.
Just watching Festus Ezeli out of Vanderbilt play. He's got the big body inside, moves pretty fluidly, adroit, good footwork. The whole thing.
Yeah, he does. He's a space eater. He's very strong, physically good frame. He's low down there.
Is also making a change. Bogut's checked in. There's the triple. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that age.
3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed them to come. You know, and Ezeli missing a lot of games with various injuries from the knee and ankle a season ago. He can be a quality rebounder and rim protector, but he's got to find a way to stay healthy.
And here in the second quarter of action with a under 2.5 minutes played so far. And that one's good. 4, he's got 6 in the quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into it. And Ezeli, originally from Nigeria, picked up the game late. Only played 6 years of organized basketball before going pro, so still developing his hands and offensive skill set, but clearly he's got the tools physically to play.
There's a screen. It's tipped and stolen by Barnes. Here's Rush. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
That's what is subbed in for Randy Ford. They get it back. Shot's good. Bogut's got the lead up to 1 now for the Warriors.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Durant, the pass to Westbrook. assist from Durant. 8 points for Russell Westbrook.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They got to offer more resistance here.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit. I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Waiters have checked in. Golden State also making some changes. Spades checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Brandon Rush. And it's Livingston in for Curry.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint. Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
Durant, wide open, finally. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket. Last season for the Warriors really dominated from beginning to end. Lead the league in both offensive and defensive efficiency.
And Kevin, a lot of people knew the Warriors were good at offense. I mean, but they've been equally as good defensively over the past few seasons. Flying under the radar for whatever reason, not the case going forward.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
Hang time on that rim, puts the whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength guard can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
The Thunder leading by 3. Here's Westbrook. 8 points for him. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's his first foul. 11 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. It's Westbrook with the drive. Waiters gets a wide open look, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And that's 13 points for Dion Waiters. And so that brings the first half to a close. Thunder lead by 6. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, what has allowed you to build this lead and get some separation here?
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. The biggest lead for them during the period was 6. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City. And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get there.
Both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the break. It's been one outstanding game from Dion Waiters.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for Oklahoma City right now. Durant the 3. And a box back of the 4. Roberson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Adams at the 5 spot. Timeout called the Warriors. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. It's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of the game, you have to stay hydrated.
Shots good by Ibaka.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. I mean, it was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 8, and the jumper is good. Thompson's got 10 points in the game.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this season.
On an old buddy, Steve Kerr also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars and drag his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success. I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. That's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach. You've got to have a good staff. Steve has that.
Excellent point. The Thunder shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless. They've gotten a bunch of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
And defensively, you have got to close out and contest. Even if it opens up some driving lanes, you can't give up those looks that often.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And that one's good.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
Ditto that. I mean, things have really been turned up.
One of the most dominant players in 2014 was Kevin Durant, of course, winning the league MVP. And last year, cut short. We know that he's now on a mission to get back to that level. And Greg, it's hard.
Yeah, you know, it all came down to help for Kevin Durant. And at this point in his career, I mean, he's got the maturity. He's developed the skill set. He's just got to stay on the court. And really, when you talk about the game of basketball, the rest will take care of itself.
Just as is Ely. He's checked in for Golden State. Puts it up from 12. And the rejection by Ezeli. Randy Foy, he's checked in for the Thunder. Ibaka, wide open, he finds it. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got his 5th assist in this one. Thompson outside, on the arc, and that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
The Thunder have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Singler, he's checked in for Adams. The Warriors also with a sub. Rush is checked in.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. It's been said time and time again that playing in Oklahoma City is one of the tougher places to play in the league. Last year we saw it as well. This place breaks so loud when the Thunder are rolling.
And even though the Thunder missed the playoffs, the Chesapeake Energy Arena was as loud as ever. It really helps when you are the show in a city.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
The Thunder with the lead. And Westbrook, here we go. And it's held a flick on the slam dunk.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually match. That creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they need it in a game that was so tight. We've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Those turnovers could have been avoided. Careless mistakes.
Absolutely. They've got to get a tighter handle on the ball.
Screen by Ibaka. Durant kicks to Ibaka. And the rejection by Zili. Here's one. It's a very efficient 5% in the game.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They blocked the shot and recovered for the fast break finish. Even though the injuries hurt the Thunder, last year at home they were still as strong as ever. A home record of 29-12. That was pretty darn good. Unfortunately, they were in a very tough Western Conference.
The pump fake kept the D off balance and gave him room. 14 points for Klay Thompson. Guys, what a back and forth game this has been.
You know what? You're right. Neither side has been able to hang on to the lead for any kind of time at all.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Cantor comes in for Kyle Single. And it's Waiters in for Russell Westbrook. The Warriors also with his son. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Brandon Rush.
And part of why the Thunder were so good at home was their attention to detail on the defensive end of the floor. They were a top 5 defense at home. They had the best rebound differential in the league at home.
And here's Cantor. After the three-pointer from Andre Iguodala. The drive by Cantor. Let him go. Here's Ibaka. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And great effort on the boards and what a medium that was, I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on one.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, coast or to get to the pump.
And guys, Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. When we're talking, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
Well, one category where he did really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. A career 53% shooter, he dropped down to 47.
And so here is Oklahoma City. The Warriors making the shot. And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. Spates. The Thunder pull it in.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it, I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
Got that one up quick. Barbosa's got 4 points in the quarter. Thunder trailing by 3. Now 4. He has 6. Screened by Ibaka. And it's Foy missing.
Well, at least he had the presence of mind to change his shot when the defense got on him. You got to improvise sometimes.
Barbosa gets the bucket.
Boy, they've gone on this run and ball movement. Been a big key.
It really has, Mark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with the
Green with the block.
He just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket for Morrow.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. He even has to
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a treat. Here is Durant on the court for Golden State here in the fourth. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Iguodala out there with Bogut, and it's Barnes in at the three. Here's the screen. Pocket six, Durant, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. 15 points for Kevin Durant. Thompson outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been pressure. Boy, it's been a tough go in terms of fouls for him. My goodness, he can't stay out of the way of fouls.
Here's Roberson. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
And the double clutch layup in that situation, that's just him playing to the crowd, guys.
And here's Barnes for three. And another three for Golden State.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustments.
Here's Roberson. He's covered by Iguodala. Westbrook.
And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just can't quantify.
You know what? I'm going to quantify it right now, Clark. And this is a close game, and that was something special.
And really, in a game, you guys, in a game like this, though, when you have a chance to send a message, do. And boy, on that play.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Such a wide open look.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
That's good. And now, 24 points for Klay Thompson.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's had.
Here's Waiters. That one a little long. Warriors leading by 6. And here's Barnes for 3. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
And really, he played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's the only time he's turned it over so far.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Waiters. This is it to Roberson. Here's Adams. A second chance effort, and he sinks the layup.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety. Much in the clutch. He's 5 for 5 from the field here in the fourth.
And I like the fact that they continue to go to him. That's what we call smart basketball. And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, it really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot. And that's another assist for a team that is putting on the clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one.
And the Warriors making the changes. Brings check in. Thompson with the ball.
They are wreaking havoc on the three-point shot He's getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
Yeah, that's a nice one. They've been aggressive and far more assertive on the offensive end.
Clay Johnson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's been absolutely on fire from outside. You can't call him. Get up into it. Pass and drive. Basic.
That's how you feel up on this track. Little try on that. What you try to rap now? Yeah, your voice.
1:51 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Roberson. Hit on his goes on this one shot. His six taken on the floor.
Staying on the roll inside. The last two field goals are something inside the main area.
He's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Clay Johnson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to pull him off.
I think it's time to move on to the next one.
For three, Westbrook. Rebounded by Bogut. Warriors leading by 5. From deep, Green. And that's going to be a travel. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. Here's Adams, and he makes good on the way. Adams has got 8 points here in this quarter.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
And since the start of the fourth quarter, that three-point shot has just been there.
Yeah, exactly. Doing an excellent job, I think, finding the open guy on the perimeter. The three-pointer is a major weapon for him right now in this quarter.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Kevin Durant.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here. Maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
It's stolen by Ibaka. It's Westbrook with the drive. From 11 feet away. And he has dropped into within 2 points.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man. They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to them.
Inside. Connects. And he has dropped into within 2 points.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the chart.
Cannot hit. And Oklahoma City will go with the other way to tie it up. Buries it. And tie the game. That is a huge basket right there.
So tough to stop Westbrook right now.
Shot and game clock separated by 5.
They do have a foul to give here.
You might see them use it at some point.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're losing by 3. 30 seconds left in the fourth. That's what you take.
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the three. A quick, easy bubble inside will do.
Well, I think the clock's a little short here today. I'm not quite sold on the quick 2. I think they've got to look for a quality 3 to try to tie this thing up based on where the clock is right now.
So against them both, it's a 3-point game.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now. They have a chance to tie it up.
A 3 ball will do just that.
Oh, that was an enormous 3-pointer.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard.
It's tipped. Thompson dishes to Barnes. It's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one go now to overtime. It's So off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. So they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. Setting the floor for the Warriors. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. On the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. And it's Curry in at the 1. To the paint. Here's Waiters. They get the rebound. And Adams with the slam.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And Gino, in a close game like this with every... Possession is critical. That could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Waiters, and Bogut sends it back. The Warriors trail. And there's the feed to Green. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 4 on their shots here in overtime. And the whistle blows. It's going to be a hand for Iguodala. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're down by 1. 1:57 left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. We play just over a minute here in OT. Here's Waiters, and he puts him away up off the glass.
Really strong rebounding on the interior. He gets the easy put.
Here's Bogut. Another 3 for Golden State.
He is raining threes here tonight, and I'm just going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of play he's having in long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry. Looking at the game Adams has been having, 8 rebounds and 1 assist. This game is all about him right now.
Full domination mode, guys.
On its way from Curry for 2, but they get it back. And it's Green. Listen, the Thunder have gone 4 for 7 on their shot attempts in the extra period up to this point.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Let's it go from 14. Again, but Thunder score.
They're spraying them home from mid-range today, guys.
Finding the gaps in the defense and really just slicing and dicing the offense.
And it's back by Adams. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And then Durant with the jam.
With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something to write extra on.
Man, I got to pick my jaw off the floor after that one, guys.
There's no luck. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Buries it. What a beautiful shot to bring to within 3.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
And And Westbrook, here we go, nails it.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. A three off the inbound. Connects from downtown. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Deflects the pass. And it's the Warriors' ball.
Now you need every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor. From here on out.
They can't guard us on the
Here the Thunder decide to talk it over. 16 seconds left in the first overtime. Here's Westbrook. Offline. Shot is good. But it looks like this one might get reviewed. Very close on the release. And guys, how about this? The officials are another tie, and we're going to have a second overtime. And we'll return shortly. Welcome back to overtime basketball in what has been a tremendous battle so far. We're going to keep this one going. And here now the Thunder. He dishes it to Waiters. Gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Waiters got 4 points in the quarter.
And pulls out with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Oklahoma City trailing. Pulls up. High post. Draymond Green with the rebound. Green's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And that one's good. Barnes. Oklahoma City shooting an offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. Screen by Ibaka. Durant, the pass to Ibaka. The Warriors pull it in.
Well, I tell you what, he's going to put a lot of pressure on their perimeter shooters if he can't convert those teams.
That's Durant on the wing. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Barnes. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And it's a 5-point Warrior lead.
Really hard to count how many of their possessions have ended just like that one, with one of his shots falling.
Yeah, that's not a bad way to end the possession, though, and it's the reason this game is coming down to the wire. I mean, his touch from outside and from the field in general has been superb.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Robertson's checked in. Here's Ibaka. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Ibaka's got 27 points.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're up by 3. 1:41 left in the second overtime. What a game. On the wing, Thompson. A handout. And Durant, here we go. That's good. And now just a 1-point Warrior lead.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was not your scenario really on point range, but also a sizable.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense asked to occur.
And hits it and gets hacked on the play. 3-point possibility to convert the free throw.
Absolute perfection.
St. Andrews over getting it done. He has 20 points. He's added to his numbers by hitting 4 shots from the 3-point line.
And really now you can tell the defense second half in terms of how they're going to play here. That's 12 points from long range.
And here are the Warriors now. And that one's good. And that's 15 points for Steph Curry.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there. He got in a good position. efficient, and the pass was as it needed to be on time and on target.
You're making things far too easy for him when you let him get it that deep.
I echo that ditto. I mean, you got to do your work early and try to keep him out of the post. Fight him a little bit, keep him away from that spot. You know, that wasn't the highest quality look, but for him, it doesn't matter. He doesn't need a great look to knock down the three. Check out these men. That's rush hour. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour. Nasty spin just froze the defender.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Westbrook. This enemy front guard who's been trying to lateral altitude.
I tell you, I think his body control and concentration in the air are really unique.
Teardrop shot.
No good. Yeah, I like creativity in the circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
Again, we are tied up as time runs out. And we'll go to a third overtime. Will. And with another overtime period here, we've got more terrific basketball coming your way right now. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. And Waiters has it in the corner. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. And that's now 19 points for Dion Waiters.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these 3 runs to the rim.
Warriors trail by 4. And Durant, here we go. And that one's good. Durant's got 10 points in the quarter.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right now. He's been their most consistent performer.
Simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's it for him. He's down out of the game.
That could have major consequences, Kevin. This game's still in question. It's really a tough time to lose.
Leandro Barbosa is checked in for Thompson. And Waiters hits to Ibaka. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Ibaka playing well. He has 29 points and a couple of great-looking rejections. So far, 2 blocks.
Yeah, you know, he's had a great feel for their ball movement down low, for where to be when the shot's going up. Just a great, great battle these 2 teams are waging here today.
Boy, it sure is, and I'm getting the sense that this game could end up being decided by just 1 or 2 plays down the stretch.
Westbrook's got 9 points now in the quarter.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
That's just a foolish mistake right there, guys.
Inexcusable. You just cannot allow that to happen.
And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. John Livingston, he's checked in for Steph Curry. That's a 2 from Barnes. That drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. And that's 18 points for Barnes.
That's how to orchestrate for your team.
by Ibaka. Westbrook dishes to Ibaka. And it's thrown down long with both hands.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Warriors trail by 9. Green inside the three-point line. And it's Golden State with another.
This quarter has brought out the best in him, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
Outside Westbrook. He kicks the Raiders. Takes the three. And put on the basket. And the Thunder lead by 10.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Thunder.
Steve, and you have to imagine that fatigue was a factor the way these teams have battled all game long. But Clark, who would have thought it would come down to such a decisive victory this deep into the extra period?
You know what? I think we saw a team determined to win and another team that gave up. I mean, you have to consider the fatigue. That goes both ways, fouls both ways, and everything else. But nonetheless, a very interesting game when you look at it fully.
It was
a fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Westbrook. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
It's going to be a tough loss to swallow. They just didn't have much gas left in the tank once we got to overtime.
free throw, good waiting. And he makes the first but misses the second.
Well, he got the important one to go. Their lead should be safe now.
And the officials call traveling violation.
Clearly a mental lapse at an inopportune time.
Yeah, that's a terrible mistake, Greg. You can make it any time, but it's really exacerbated.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present Russell Westbrook. He absolutely dominated the overtime. And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always.
Alarms go off when I enter the building.